I am a corporate defense attorney.
So?
I defend chemical companies.
Well, now you can defend me.
To see it come out on the screen, is particularly rewarding because somebody like Mr. Tennant, that's, what he wanted was for people to see what was actually happening, so that people aren't still standing up saying, well, this never happened. That this has never been proven harmful and there's no evidence about this, that we all can see what the true facts are now.
The decision to go down that road at the cost of your career and money and social standing and family, I mean, it's really a rare journey that somebody takes, especially today. But it's so powerful when you do. I just thought the movie, it has such a great message, but we can do it in a popular way where it hits like the thriller, horror, kind of paranoia, whistleblower, kind of whodunit, procedural, but in the context of this true story, this huge criminal act that has been concealed from the world.
You really are watching a process unfold, and it puts you into the present tense with the subject. But I think there's something about the process of watching people stumble onto a story that they had no idea the scope and magnitude of, right? But you are also confined to the sort of alienating spaces that they occupy. And Rob Bilott, the subject of our movie, speaks eloquently and honestly about that loneliness and what it put his family through and what it put his life through. And it's felt by everybody that he had to work with on this story.
I want to inspire more people that have positions of power to know the difference between right and wrong and make decisions not based purely on a profit margin, but on what is good for us as a culture.
Hi everyone, welcome to AMC's Thursday Ticket. I am Kaleigh and I am joined with my fabulous co-host Hank.
That is me. We are here today to talk about a bazillion, million, quadrillion things about movies. It is a phenomenal week. We have to keep the energy high because I know many people out there might still be in the post-Thanksgiving malaise, full of turkey and tryptophan, and we got to get you out of that. We got to get you to the movies, either to get away from your family or to bring them along. We got lots of movies to talk about today. We got lots of movies to talk about for the month of December.
Absolutely.
So tell them what their question of the week is this week.
Yeah,
Kaleigh.
so your guys' question of the week for this week is what December movie are you most looking forward to?
Wait, clarification. December 2019?
Yes.
Okay, got it.
December of 2019. Hank, I'll let you kick it off, but I want to know from you guys out there, what December release are you guys most looking forward to?
Please let us know
in the comments. And Hank and I may or may not have some tickets to give away for you guys, so you're going to want to stay tuned throughout the entire show.
Yes, absolutely. So my number one movie that I'm excited for in this month of December is, of course, Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. That is the easy answer. I am as excited as I've ever been for a movie. I have my tickets to our 27-hour marathon. I am ready to go. But I want to spend a little time, give a little love to one of the under-the-radar films that I'm very excited about. It is called Uncut Gems. Now, this is an Adam Sandler movie, but not the typical or, prototypical Adam Sandler, Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison style. Right. This is a bit of a different, more of a Punch Drunk Love Adam Sandler, directed by the Safdie brothers, who did an amazing movie with Robert Pattinson called Good Time. I'm very, very excited about this. It just looks like a crazy, wild, insane ride with Adam Sandler's character. I don't want to spoil too much, but Uncut Gems, I'm very excited about. Now, what are you most excited about in December?
Okay, so Uncut Gems is a bit of a thriller, and I am also excited for a film that I think is going to be a bit of a thriller.
Okay.
It is coming out later this month. It's called Bombshell.
Boom.
And I am excited for 3 reasons, Hank.
Go for it.
And let me tell you those 3 reasons.
I'll count them off while you say it.
Margot Robbie.
1.
Charlize Theron.
2.
And Nicole Kidman.
3.
Those 3 reasons, those 3 fantastic actors. I am so excited to see it.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm very excited for that movie, directed by Jay Roach, who's done some really cool docudramas in the past. Yeah. And I think this is a movie that's got a lot to say.
It does.
There's another movie that's got a lot to say. It's opening this week. So we need to get to it right now. Let's get to our weekend movie guide.
All right, first up in our weekend movie guide, we have Dark Waters. So the first few films in our weekend movie guide are going to be AMC Artisan Films. So AMC Artisan Films are these character-driven, thought-provoking films, and all three of these movies fit it to a T.
They have something to say.
They sure do. So
absolutely.
Kicking it off with Dark Waters, we have Mark Ruffalo and Anne Hathaway. So Mark Ruffalo, you guys saw at the beginning of our show a little clip of him talking with the character that he portrays in real life, a corporate defense lawyer. So Mark Ruffalo's character plays this guy who defends these corporate companies when someone from his hometown comes to him, a farmer who notices that things are not quite right on his farm. His cows are dying unexpectedly. He doesn't quite know what's going on.
Good.
He comes to him and he says, hey, I need help. Something isn't right. You got to help me. And Mark,
hey man, I got dead cows.
Yeah,
I need help.
That's problematic. And he says, well, funny story, I actually represent companies such as DuPont, and I represent them, so I can't really represent you. And the farmer is not taking no for an answer. He says, you need to be on the right side of this argument. You need to figure out, is this stuff in the drinking water? Are we poisoned? What's going on? You got to help me out. And his character does everything in his power that he can. He just absolutely becomes obsessed to be able to figure out what is going on and to help this community.
Yeah, he goes on quite the crusade for the sake of what is right, which is different than what his chosen profession had kind of taught him at times, or certainly what his job was at that time. This movie really has something to say about corporate environment, corporate greed, the socio-political situations that are going on out there, and how it affects real life Americans every day. But you don't have to take our word for it. All those words that I just said are just coming from me. I'm just a goofy weirdo. What is important is understanding, what did these filmmakers want to say when they made a movie like this? So we actually sat down with them to talk about, what does this movie have to say? Let's check out what they had to say about Dark Waters.
What in the hell's going on?
DuPont is knowingly poisoning 70,000 local residents for the last 40 years. You knew, still you did nothing.
You know, what he has that I don't have is really like a belief in people that they're going to do the right thing if you give them the information that they need to back it up.
I'm an incredibly fortunate director to be surrounded by a company of actors who had such investment in the basic urgency of a story like this, the relevance of a story like this, but the truthfulness of it, and wanting to listen to the actual people they were playing and honor what it was like to be in their presence.
An individual can make a huge change. You know, somebody like Wilbur Tennant standing up and saying something's bad, something's going on here that needs to be changed. Could take on one of the biggest companies in the world and make that change, or communities coming together can do that. I'm hoping people will be inspired by it to know that nothing is too big to take on.
What do we do about our world? What do we do about our lives and the things that we don't like, and the things that are poisoning us, and the things that are affecting us and infiltrating us without our permission? This film poses those questions and ultimately puts them back, I think, in the hands of the people watching.
So that is Dark Waters. It looks great. It's a true story about Rob Bilott, the actual lawyer that was involved in this case. I'm very excited for it. I'm very excited for all of these AMC Artisan films. And, that's a true story, right? Yep. It's a true story we brought to the big screen. A very different kind of true story we're going to talk about next. It is called Honey Boy. Now, Kaleigh, are you a Shia LaBeouf fan?
I am. Big fan.
Big fan. And as am I. And I've been a big fan since he was in Even Stevens,
oh, yeah.
Holes, the Transformers films. But I really like what he's done with his career over the last couple years, taking very interesting, thought-provoking, kind of independent cinema roles. I'm a big fan of Peanut Butter Falcon that came out earlier this year.
One of my favorite films of all time.
Oh, it's great. It's great. And he's able to kind of channel an energy that is different. It's kind of magnetic when he's on screen in a different way than a lot of other people. And that is absolutely the case in Honey Boy.
Yeah.
So the story with Honey Boy is Shia felt that he needed to tell this story. It's a very personal story because it's the story of him growing up in the Hollywood industry.
Yes.
And he wrote the screenplay kind of as a form of public therapy to get the demons off his chest. And the demons are somewhat represented by his father in the film because that's the terror that he went through as growing up. And he actually plays his own father in the film.
See, I have so much respect for him. So not only was it, I'm sure, painful and traumatizing to live through this in general, but then he relives it by writing this script and being his father in the film. And then he shares this publicly in one of the most public formats
for therapy
ever.
of all time.
So
yeah.
I have so much respect for him for not only going through this, writing this, and then allowing other people to see it and kind of understand his journey. And hopefully it's helping other people as well who have gone through similar things or who can relate. I think that it's such a touching and tough story. It's beautifully done.
Yeah, it's very cool that he plays his dad, and then a young actor named Noah Jupe plays the young Shia, and he's awesome. And he's in Ford versus Ferrari, that's out right now, in another great role for him. So check out Honey Boy, that comes out more wide this weekend. We got another title also to talk about from AMC Artisan Films this week.
We do. Next up is Wave. So this kind of not that kind of wave. I'm so sorry to disappoint. This one is a little continuing on the emotional journey of things. So it's kind of about, it follows this family of what goes on in their lives, and they have some trauma, they have the ups and the downs. It follows them through all of this. And I love the way that it's shot and that it's done, because it takes you on, everybody has family trauma in their life, right? So not everybody handles it the same way. You know, the mom might handle it differently than the father, and the son copes with it differently. So it kind of takes you through this whole universe of explaining it. And it's, once again, it's beautifully and uniquely done.
Yeah, it's one of those titles that has vaulted itself into the awards consideration for the rest of the year in a couple categories, most specifically for the performance of Sterling K. Brown, who is an amazing actor. He delivers a very emotionally raw performance that really speaks to you. And it's also one of the cooler sides of this. It's really in the conversation on cinematography this year. It has a different look. There's a different visual landscape that they present in Waves that you're not going to see in every film out there, which I love it when they do stuff like that. When movies try to represent not only what the feeling and the action is that's going on screen with the actors and the dialogue, but also with the look of the film. I think it's really cool. It's an A24 title, which if you're familiar with that studio and that brand, it is right in that wheelhouse of a movie that has something to say, but chooses a very unique and cool way to say it.
Absolutely.
So, for these films, Kaleigh, I think it's time we gave away some tickets.
I think so too.
You do?
Yeah. So, like Hank and I said, we want to give away some tickets.
Boom.
And we want to give away tickets to someone who's been following along. And Hank, why don't you let them know who our winner is?
We are giving tickets to Tony Bila. Tony Bila, you are getting 2 tickets to go see any of these movies or any of these other movies we're going to talk about the rest of the week.
Awesome. So
that is coming your way, Tony.
That's right. So all of these films that we have been talking about kind of have some Oscar buzz. And if you're like Hank and I and you like to keep up on all things Academy Awards, you're going to want to check out our Oscar blog that was published earlier on our AMC Scene blog.
There you go. You can find out all the information about those AMC Artisan titles and the award season coming up on that blog. Now, we got some other titles to talk about.
We do.
We talked about, you want to get your family out of the house possibly for after Thanksgiving. December is a great time. We have an amazing family title coming out this weekend. Fun for the whole family. Playmobil the movie is coming out. Now, are you familiar? Are you a fan of the Playmobil line of toys?
I am. I had some Playmobil in my childhood.
Oh, it's good. It's good. They're very fun. They're kind of like a pre-Lego style toy, just a little peg with a round head.
I think they're so cute.
They're super cute, and this movie looks super fun. It's kind of a James Bond action style spy story. Daniel Radcliffe plays Rex Dasher, the driving force behind the action in this. You got Jim Gaffigan, you got Anya Taylor-Joy in this title. It looks really fun. It's great for the whole family. But Kaleigh, that is not all you get with Playmobil besides a great movie. What else can you get at AMC theaters this weekend?
Yeah, so Playmobil you can see at AMC theaters for $5 this weekend.
$5. So you're telling me a 5-year-old gets it for $5?
Yep.
A 25-year-old for $5?
You heard it right.
45-year-old for $5. 95-year-old for $5?
Yes. You
97.
You're such a great sales. Yes, a 97-year-old, $5.
Oh, even if you're not on the 5s, you get it for $5.
Exactly.
An amazing deal. And that's not all. That's not the only title we have for $5 this weekend.
That's not it. That seems to be the trend this weekend, and I love it.
It's a great trend.
Yes. So Adam's Family, you can take your family to Adam's Family for just $5 at AMC theaters this weekend.
This was a big hit back in October when it came out for the Halloween season.
Yeah.
But it's a funny movie. It's a family movie. It's a great to see. If you haven't seen it, come on back for $5 this weekend. If you've seen it before, get back in there. $5 to see it. It's amazing.
Yep.
The Addams Family. Kaleigh, the fun doesn't stop there with the $5 party this weekend.
So much fun.
It does not.
Nope. We have Christmas Vacation.
National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, might I add.
Absolutely. $5. See it this weekend. It is a Christmas classic. I tell you, it does not feel like Christmas until I have seen this movie.
Yes, if I'm sitting down to Christmas dinner with my family, it is not complete if I haven't sat down to Christmas dinner with the Griswolds.
Exactly.
And that is what you can do at AMC theaters this weekend. Back on the big screen, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
$5.
It's just something you got to do.
Beautiful.
You got $15, you can go see 3 movies this weekend.
What a deal.
What an amazing deal. And you know what else is really cool? We got $5 titles, we've got kids movies, we've got classics. You know what is the ultimate classic?
I'm listening.
Man's exploration of the unknown.
Hey.
And in that we have Apollo 11.
My favorite Apollo mission.
Is that your favorite? Wow.
Is it yours?
You didn't go with 13 where all the stuff went wrong?
Nope, it's 11. That's the one that's near and dear to my heart.
It's pretty awesome. It is pretty awesome. So Apollo 11 came out earlier this year. And this is a documentary title about the Apollo 11 space mission.
Yeah.
And it is one of the most breathtaking and eye-opening titles you're going to see that really puts you in an astronaut's headspace. It puts you in the capsule. It puts you in mission control. It is going to be an amazing experience to go check out Apollo 11. Now, you don't have to take my word for it. We have a little featurette right here, I might call it, that we can show you what is actually happening with this title. It's back on the big screen, on the IMAX screen. Check out what we're bringing right now with Apollo 11.
Apollo 11 back in IMAX for 1 week.
There you go.
So make sure that you guys go to amctheaters.com or our mobile app to get tickets to all of the films that we have talked about so far. But you know what? Our show's not over.
Nope.
We've got some Hollywood news to talk about, so let's get right to it. All right, Hank, so earlier in the show, I told you that my most anticipated December release was Bombshell. For those 3 reasons of those 3 fantastic actors. So tickets are on sale right now, so you guys can get your tickets because you're not going to want to miss it. You're going to hear about it all awards season long, so get your tickets to Bombshell right now.
Yeah, if you want to find out when tickets are going on sale for your favorite movies that are coming out, make sure you follow us on Twitter.
Of course.
We're going to give you the info on when tickets are going on sale. We're going to tell you when trailers are dropping. We're going to tell you about cool fan events that we have and just some cool Hollywood news. So follow AMC Theaters on Twitter. You got to do it.
All right.
And when you do that, you're going to find out about some trailers, right?
Yep.
And we have quite a bit of trailer talk to have today because we had 3 pretty amazing trailers drop this week.
Let's hear it. What drops?
Well, first and foremost, Black Widow.
Yep.
Now, I was back at Comic-Con earlier this summer, and they showed us some footage, some early footage of Black Widow, and I thought it was amazing, thought it looked so cool, and I've been waiting for the trailer to drop. Well, it finally happened. Some of that footage I saw, and then a lot of new stuff that I hadn't seen at Comic-Con was in this trailer. You know, Black Widow, played by Scarlett Johansson, Natasha Romanoff, has had, she's been in the Marvel Cinematic Universe for quite some time, but she didn't exactly have the greatest time in Avengers Endgame. She didn't quite make it to the end game.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, so I'm very curious to see what they've done with this story. It's not necessarily an origin story. It seems like it's more of like a mid-origin, mid-story situation we've got going.
Yeah, but I
Great
think
cast.
Any additional details that we can get to kind of round out the story of the
the
Black
character,
Widow, I'll take it.
Yeah, it's got a great cast. It's got David Harbour, who I am a huge fan of, Emily Blunt, Florence Pugh, and of course Scarlett Johansson. Black Widow trailer comes out next May. Very, very exciting. Now, I have one word to say to you that I'm going to string out into many other words.
I'm
Ready?
listening.
Bum ba da bum 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 ba da bum 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 ba da bum 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 ba da bum 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 bum
Beautiful.
You have any idea what I'm doing?
A little bit.
It's the James Bond
take your
thing.
thunder.
The James Bond thing. The finally, we got the official trailer for No Time to Die, the 25th installment in the James Bond franchise.
I love your passion.
I am so excited for this movie. I am a huge James Bond fanatic, and there's been a lot of talk out there in the Bond universe about what is this movie actually going to be? Are they going to carry the story forward from Spectre? Are they going to dump it and move on completely? Are they going to give Daniel Craig his send-off as James Bond in a totally unique storyline? Well, the trailer actually answered a lot more questions than I thought. Blofeld's in it. Christoph Waltz is back from Spectre. Lea Seydoux as Madeline Swan is back from Spectre. They are definitely taking that story to its conclusion, which I think is a great way to tie up all the loose ends, tie up all the storylines that have filtered through Daniel Craig's run as James Bond. I am so excited for this movie. It comes out next spring. There's No Time to Die. I got no time to wait.
Hey,
I need to see.
You're going to have to wait a little bit,
I
but
know.
you had a trailer to tie you over.
I know. Okay.
All right, so next up for our trailers, our final trailer of our segment, we had Mulan.
Mulan!
And I am really excited for this. I've been absolutely just thriving on all of these Disney live action remakes.
Yes.
So they were near and dear to our hearts as children, but now a new generation is getting to enjoy them on the big screen. They're back and they're revamping them and they are beautiful, and Mulan looks fantastic.
Yeah, and it looks, what I love about some of these live actions is many of them are true to form of the original tales, but sometimes they do take a bit of a turn and they change the style a little bit. Mulan looks like a breathtaking action epic.
It does. The colors and the vibrance and the culture, I can't wait to see it play out on the big screen in 2020.
Yeah, it looks very, very cool. Now, Kaleigh, we are at another point in the show where I think we need to give them a little love.
Hey,
right?
We'll give away some more tickets. What do you say?
More tickets.
Brendan Gillen is our winner this time.
Brendan Gillen, you are going to get 2 tickets. We're going to get these tickets to you. You can go see any of the 8 movies we've talked about so far that are coming out this weekend. Plus, maybe you go see some in the future.
Hey.
Maybe go get your tickets to Bombshell.
Love it.
You never know.
All right.
All right. So, Kaleigh, what I've got to tell you is it's an important, I want to break it down a little bit right now. I want to get a little personal. And I want to talk about my origins within this world that you and I call home.
Origin story.
Yeah, my origin story. And did you know that back on April 1st, 1996 is a very important day in movie history? Do you know what that day is?
You tell us.
That is the day I started as a concessionist with AMC. I was hired by AMC at that point.
What a beautiful story.
It is an amazing journey that I've been. I've absolutely loved this industry for the 23 and a half years that I've been there. And the reason why I'm talking about this right now is this is a great place to work. And we are hiring at AMC theaters across the country right now. This is a great job for so many reasons. First and foremost, Kaleigh, what do you think the best benefit, the best reason to work at AMC theaters is?
Free movies.
Free movies.
Check.
So all these movies we're talking about, if you're an AMC theater associate, you're going to get to see free movies. You get discounts on concessions. You get to see free screenings. First and foremost, too, it is a fun job. There's a reason why I've been here for so long. It's a great environment. You make lots of friends. It's just a great place to be. So you can follow the link that we're going to set up in the comments about where to go to apply for jobs at AMC theaters. We got jobs full-time, part-time. You want to be a cook? You want to be a concessionist? We got it all.
Beautifully said, Hank, and I could not agree more. All right, guys, we are going to get into our exclusive offers, so let's go. All right, guys, first up in our exclusive offers segment. So you guys know that next week, Jumanji, The Next Level comes out. So to get you excited, I know a lot of you guys have been playing our interactive online game. So go to our website to find out more how you can play. It's so fun. Hank and I have been playing all day. You get to go pick your avatar and you guys actually get to be in the game Jumanji. So much fun. You can win all sorts of prizes.
Tons of stuff.
Big and small. You got to play it.
I generally choose to play as Ruby Roundhouse. I find her a very important character, and I think that she gives me the best chance to win, and I'm here to win.
If you think so. I don't know. I've been doing really well with all of the characters. I like to switch it up. I can't pick a favorite.
Oh, gotcha.
I gotta.
That makes total sense. It makes total sense. Now, on our next amazing offer, this is really cool. This is really cool. So Spies in Disguise comes out right around Christmas time. And what we are offering you right now is if you get tickets to Spies in Disguise between December 24th and December 29th, you will get a free digital music download from music from the film.
And if you've seen the trailer, the soundtrack is...
It's going to be awesome. Will Smith does a voice in this. Some of the greatest movie-related music of all time is from the man, Will Smith. You got your Men in Blacks. You got your Wiggy Wiggy Wild Wild West. I'm looking for a Spiggy Spies in Disguise right here.
Hey.
You never know what's going to happen.
You never know.
You never know. You know what else you don't know about?
Beautiful.
Holiday gourmet popcorn tins right here.
It is the best gift to give. You guys can give this as a gift this holiday season.
We are selling this at box offices across the country. And let me tell you, let me break it down for you right now.
Break it down.
So you get an amazing collectible tin, which has our perfectly popped popcorn, is an AMC logo on it. This is awesome. This is a great gift. You can get this for $19.99 at box offices across the country. But if you spend $50 on gift cards, you get it for $14.99.
Nice. What
So
a
it's
deal.
got a great deal, and it's not empty. It actually has stuff in it. You get 2 flavors of gourmet popcorn, cheese and caramel. You can do them one at a time. You can mix them together.
Would you mix them or would you keep them separate?
I'm a mixer.
No.
I like it Chicago style, where you mix the 2 together. No,
I gotta
that's not
keep
you.
it separate.
You're a purist.
You can enjoy it longer. I can enjoy the caramel corn when I'm feeling like some caramel, and then I can enjoy the cheese corn.
She's a fan of moderation. I go all after it. I go whole hog. I'm taking it all down. I may not even open the package.
Well,
I might
it's
just shove it in my
delicious,
face.
and the tins are absolutely beautiful.
Super cool.
They kind of
Yes.
match the Thursday ticket if you guys
Double as a
haven't
bongo
noticed.
too, so you can't go wrong.
All right.
Absolutely.
So, like we said, it is the season of giving, and you guys can give this season our A-list subscription. service.
Exactly. So if you're not familiar with what our A-list subscription is, this is the highest tier of our loyalty program that gives you access to watch 3 movies a week for free with your membership in any format. Dolby, IMAX, 3D, anything you want. 3 movies a week. You get concession discounts. You get access to premiere lines. It's just an amazing offer. And you can gift this to anyone in your family, anybody you know. A lot of you watching might already be A-list members.
It would be the best gift to get or give this season. You can gift it for 3 months, 6 months, or 12 months.
I don't even have enough fingers for 12.
Yeah, well, we'll work it out.
Yeah, so if you can't figure out what to get Aunt Bernice,
Hey,
A-list membership.
absolutely.
A-list
Who wouldn't
for
want
Aunt
that?
Bernice.
It's the gift that keeps on giving all year long.
Exactly.
All right, guys. So we are here next week, same time, same place, to talk about all things Jumanji: The Next Level.
Yes, we will see you all next week. Please follow us on all the social media channels, and we will see everybody for some next level action next week.
Bye, guys.